1 star, bit old and broken. Can someone fix it? Start by putting a roof on. I mean, it looks a bit old and there was a bunny chasing me the whole time. Oh no, not one of those killer bunnies. You better get out of there quick, mate. We know what those Stonehenge bunnies are like.
Look. Jesus Christ!
Welcome to the new channel. This is the British Problem. We look at all kinds of things on this channel, but one of the series I'm hoping that people will be interested in is 1-star reviews. We're starting it off with Stonehenge, a prehistoric monument and people marvel and wonder how it was built, and a spiritual pilgrimage for many pagan beliefs. But today we're looking at people who see things a bit differently. 1-star reviews from weirdos, complete numpties and outright liars. And if you stick around to the end, we got one review where I'm genuinely concerned about the guy's sanity. But without further delay, let's crack on. Old-fashioned basic experience. It was really old, I mean really old. Was expecting a much more modern experience. Just a load of old rocks lying around willy-nilly. They're not even that big. I was expecting bigger, not very colourful, just stone-coloured. This man completely misses the point in the historical significance of this place. No consideration how they could have possibly put these rocks in the perfect position so the sun shines through them at the start of every month. But this wasn't all, he had more to say. Also, a lack of catering options. After wandering around a bit, I could have done with a Big Mac or maybe a pint of Stella and some pork scratchings. None to be found. Not even a Tesco Express for a meal deal or a Greggs. Come on, do better. He wants a pint of wife beater and a bag of scratchings. Well, I guess there's just no pleasing some people. Rude security and parking staff. Place is making a fortune, but it's really overrated. Japanese tourists urinating on benches by the stones. Security rude to my friend on crutches. He obviously didn't want her in the shop. Parking staff are very hostile and odd. Well, I'm sorry about the rude and odd staff. It didn't say in which way were they odd. It could be anything. Did they walk around on one leg? Were they doing that with their nose to everyone? Well, I should explain why they were so odd. But the question here is, Japanese tourists urinating by benches. How did you know they were Japanese? It doesn't, like, the Japanese are have got the reputation of being some of the most considerate tourists in the world. It seems strange that you would know that they were Japanese, and it seems strange that they were Japanese. I suspect that these were Asian, and this guy's just assumed that they're Japanese. It seems very out of character, particularly when you look at this clip from the recent or ongoing World Cup. This is Japanese fans clearing the stadium after their match. I don't think they were Japanese, but in the next one, the person was taken in by an oddball. People marvel at these stones, but to me, they're just stones. £35 admission was quoted to me, to which I laughed at. A National Heritage site that has no signs of maintenance is appalling. Melody Hinchcliffe, a hippie I met on site, was very charming, and we went back to her cottage by the roadside and we talked into the night about the stones and how they are enchanted. It turns out Melody's ancestors were the ones who transported the stones to the site. This made me laugh when I first read it. You were taken in by delusional fantasies. There's no way that you can trace your lineage back 4,500 years. Genealogical records simply don't go back that far. Anyway, I wonder what problem the next person's got. Great tourist place, prehistoric. Stonehenge is about 2 hours drive from London, Victoria, a prehistoric monument which has large stone slabs laid in a pattern of concentric ring. It is presumed that Stonehenge was the work of Celtic priests. Excellent place, loved it. I don't have a bad thing to say. 1 star. Horrible, just don't go. Horrible, hyper-commercialised clip joints, just dreadful, and so expensive. Don't go. Information boards would have been useful. However, English Heritage seems to think self-suggestions more appropriate. Anyone claiming to feel a spiritual connection to this site must be deluded. I have visited Stonehenge and yeah, there were information signs there. In fact, I've got an example from the internet. Somebody's telling porcupines. Oh well, it could be worse. It's all over now. £22 to see some stones. Enough said. Massively disappointed. A bit like my marriage. She's left me now. I knew it wasn't a very good anniversary trip. Your trip to Stonehenge was so bad that your wife left you. I'm sure it couldn't have been for any other reason. That may be a reason to hate Stonehenge, but I'm afraid you're a mere amateur compared to our last guy. Our last review comes all the way from Australia from Stonehenge Hater, and this doesn't disappoint. The worst moment of my life. It's just a bunch of rocks. I have no idea why anyone would be excited to go to Stonehenge. My friend once asked me, what do you hate most in life? And without a second thought, I uttered the only truth I have, and that was Stonehenge. All it is a bunch of 20-foot tall rocks. It's so lame, I can't even take the rocks home with me. My friend said, man, these rocks are so tall. And I'm just like, girl, 20 feet ain't nothing. I don't even know how much it costs to see Stonehenge, but I swear, if I catch anyone trying to pay any amount of money to see it, I will pay you double what you were going to pay to see Stonehenge if you stay home. Every moment I think about Stonehenge, I curl up into a ball and think about all the poor innocent lives that were bored anywhere between 1 to 3 hours because they had the misfortune of seeing a bunch of rocks that just circle you ominously. The rocks just circle me like they're so much better than me. Like, screw you, man. You're just granite and solidified dirt. Brah, I'm a human being. Beat that, you stupid ass pile of stone. Absolute terrible monument. Gets laughed at by the rest of the world wonders on a daily basis. The biggest joke in Europe, next to the Queen. I swear to God, these stupid ass rocks in England think they can even compare to me. Listen here, you dumb ass rocks. If you're reading this review, which I know you are because you are self-obsessed monuments who needs to read about yourself to feel better about the absolute trite wonder you are the worst, absolute worst place on earth. I would rather spend 12 days in a hole being suffocated and buried by more dirt than ever spend a second in Stonehenge ever again. Stonehenge is a bunch of rocks. Yeah, you show those rocks what you really think of them. They're trembling in fear. They haven't got the balls to go all the way to Australia and take you on, my man. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Well, that's all we got for this video. If you want more like this, let me know and give me suggestions of places I can do other 1-star reviews. I'm working on a video for the Colosseum, which may or may not be out yet. I'll link it up here somewhere if it's indeed available. As a YouTuber, I think we get shot if we don't say like and subscribe. They all do it, but I don't really care. Do what you want. I'm not your mum. I'll see you, hopefully, in another video. Ta-ta!